Hey there guys, welcome back to another exciting battle report brought to you by Gaming Grats. Today we're going to be battling out in the mission battle plan, Spring the Trap. So in this mission has the unique mission parameter, outflank. So during deployment, after both players have set up their units, starting with the attacker, each player can remove D3 units from the battlefield and place those units in reserve. And starting from the second turn onward, they can appear on any battlefield edge, wholly 6 inches from the edge and 9 inches away from units like most outflanks. And then we have the 3 objectives going down the middle and the kind of smaller, more narrow deployment zones, kind of making us a little more boxed in for our deployments. And then the standard scoring methods of score 1, score 2, score more, and our battle tactics. And today we got our nice foresty landscape here. We got our rocks and ruins and forest patches to fight over. And the 3 objectives going right down the center here. Alright, let's take a look at those armies. Hey there guys, Patrick here, trying out the Ogre MAWTRIBES for the first time. I'm going to lead them off with our God of Destruction himself, Mr. Kragnos. Today trying out the army subfaction Boulderhead to get that extra mount traits. And my grand strategy is going to be Slaughter of Sorcery, so making sure we get rid of all the enemy wizards, and the Triumph of Inspired. My leaders for today, I've got my first Frostlord on Stonehorn, and he's taking my artifact, the Vial of the Manticore Venom, to make that Frost Spear just hit that much better. He's taking the mount trait, the Rockmate Eldar, so he's a little harder to wound. Then we've got Mr. Kragnos himself, and another Frostlord on Stonehorn with the mount trait Metal Cruncher. And he's going to be taking our magic item, the Talisman, so we get our Unbinds. And then we got our General, the Icebrow Hunter, and he's taking the command trait, the Voice of Avalanche, so he can dish out those commands anywhere on the battlefield. Alright, that's it for our hero leaders today. Let's take a look at the battle line. Alright guys, and for battle line to go with this army list today, nice and simple. Since we've got the Icebrow Hunter as our general, we can do the Frost Sabers for battle line. So we have 3 2-man units of Frost Sabers, and I've painted up the Raptorix models just because I think these guys look a lot better and fit with the beast theme to go with the Icebrow Hunter, and that Saber, the Frost Saber model definitely needs an update sometime soon. But with that, that's going to be 2,000 points for us. Let's take a look at Jesse's army.
Hey guys, Jesse here. We're going to be doing some God vs. God today. I'm going to be bringing Ossiarch BONEREAPERS with Nagash. I'm going to be taking the army subfaction Crematorians, so whenever something dies on a 5+, it's going to be doing a mortal wound back to them. I've taken the grand strategy, the scales balanced, so I just have to have one of my battle line units at full strength at the end of the game. Excuse me. For my general, I've taken a Mortison Soul Mason. He's going to have the command trait Show of Superiority, so on a 5+, he's going to make Patrick spend 2 command points instead of 1. He's going to take the artifact Load of Saturation, so that's going to give him a 5+ ward save just to keep him a little bit more survivable since he's one of my only heroes. And then I've given him the spell Hoarfrost. Nagash, he just gets to have all the spells, decent fighter now, really expensive, but hopefully get to see what he can do. So for this, these are my leaders, so let's take a look at some battle line. Alrighty, and for battle line, we've got 1 giant block of 30 Mortek Guard, 2 units of 10 Mortek Guard, and then 2 units of 5 Death Riders. The Death Riders all have swords, not the spears. And I've also taken an Endless Spell Umbral Spell Portal, just so that I can try and Touch of Death at range. That'll be my list for today, and I am exactly 2,000 points.
Alright guys, so after deployment of the Ogre forces here, I got my first unit of the Sabers to the forest side, 1 in the back, and then my Stonehorn with the Vile Manticore Venom, so getting the +1 to wound on his rider mount there. Kragnos and our other Stonehorn on the far side, and then the general and the last unit of Sabers by our pot here, ready to possibly go and tow the far objective. Looking down at the forces of Nagash, we have the cavalry on the far side, lots of the Mortek Guard guarding, nice thick blobs, and the general in the back there, as far back as he can go, not looking to get charged by these forces of destruction, nice and castled up. And Jesse's forces today were a 1-drop. I had 3 drops today, so Jesse has control of priority for turn 1. Who's going to be going first, Jesse?
So I'm going to be giving it to Patrick just because I'm sure everyone knows, but you really don't want to get doubled by this army here. So, going to be giving him. I've deployed super far back just to make sure. He's probably going to get in 1 or 2 no matter what. But at least if I can minimize how many he gets in and to where he gets it in, then that's kind of all I want to do turn 1.
Alright, so with that, we'll get into the Ogres. Turn 1, hero phase. Alright, so turn 1 hero phase for Ogres. Battle tactic, we're going to be trying to just get stuck right in, and we're going to risk the avalanche of flesh. So hopefully, got to make sure, hopefully you can get both of my stone horns in there to do some high impact rolls. But we'll see if we make any magic dice here for Jesse. Ooh, so there's going to be 2 in the pool. I don't have any casters, but we do have our own binder on Mr. Metal Cruncher here with the talisman.
Real quick, I'll make him the locust so that he gets the extra cast.
You got it. And for heroic action, I'm just going to go for an extra CP on, Mr. Metal Cruncher here. He does not get it.
I'll try to get a CP on Nagash.
Sure thing. He does not as well. Alright, and with that, that's going to be it for hero phase for Ogres. So we'll quickly get into Ogres, turn 1, movement phase. Alright, end of the movement phase for Ogres. Got the far unit of Sabers coming over here, advancing, taking the far objective. Our big scary Stonehorns and Kragnos moving as far as they can down the center, ready to come charging right in. And then the Hunter and his Sabers moving over, Sabers taking the objective and still just kind of protecting a little screen. Hunter making sure to stay in range of the pots in case we need it, and then advancing the last unit over here to help support the Hunter when he may need it. But with that, we don't have any shooting attacks in this list here today, except for the Hunter, but he doesn't have the greatest range. So with that, we're going to go right into the charge phase. And thanks to our God of Destruction here, we're going to be rolling 3d6 for these charges. And we're going to start with Mr. Metal Cruncher here first. Let's see where he can go. So he's going only 5, which is not very good. So we're going to use our reroll here.
All right, on a 5+. Just 1 CP.
Not good. Oh, okay. So he's going 3, and he is not getting in there. So that's not good. Start.
Oh, no.
And we'll go for our second one. So he's got it all on the line for him to get our battle tactic.
Oh, yeah.
So he can, but he's got to get 10 out of 13 of this roll. But he is going 14 because he has his +1. So we'll see where we're going to impact him. Alright, so there's where our one Stonehorn has decided to do his impacts. And we're going to see, make sure to leave enough room for Kragnos to come fit in alongside him. If he can make this longer charge here. See if he gets it. With a 10, we'll double check to see he doesn't get the extra range here for his charge. So we'll just double check and see if that makes it in. Alright guys, so here's where Kragnos would be going in here, but just double check to make sure there would have been room for him doing the impacts from the Stonehorn here. See if he gets our battle tactic. Can he get us a big hit? Doesn't look like it's enough, but it's a pretty good hit.
Pretty good.
We would have got 7 there, so it'll be 7 mortal wounds going into those guys.
So they have a 5-up ward just because they are within 12 inches of the big man Nagash. So we're going to use 4.
4, perfect. Which Jesse would pull from the far side here because he would definitely keep the protection in front of Nagash. So we do Mr. Kragnos' impacts here. So again, into the Martech. Hits and goes off for 3 mortal wounds.
Okay. 5 up. Oh, man.
They love the impact from Kragnos. Alright.
They just want to protect their leader.
Alright, so then quickly we'll do some monstrous actions. We're going to do our unique Stonehorn one here and see where his rampaging can end him up. So he gets to move 3d6 and treat it as if he has fly. And every unit that he flies over or moves over entirely, he can do d3 mortal wounds to those guys. So let's see where he can go.
Oh, baby.
Okay, so he's going places. So he's going 14 inches. He might be able to come flying over.
He can hit everything.
And hit a bunch of stuff here, so we'll see what he can do. Alright, so Stonehorn flying over, able to hit the 4 units kind of right nearest Nagash here. So we're going to see if he can do any of that mortal wounds. So the first unit of Mortech that he went over on a 2+, they're going to get hit for 1 mortal wound.
5 up.
Gets 1. And then the cavalry gets hit for 3 mortal wounds.
Kills 1 horse. Kills half a horse, sorry.
Okay. And then Nagash himself gets hit for 3 mortal wounds.
5 up as well. Stops
Stops 1, takes 2. And then the last unit of Mortech guard beside him we were able to clip hits and does 1 mortal wound.
And then take
Gets
one.
one of them. All right. And then for monstrous action with Mr. Kragnos, he is going to. Do we want to stop?
Well, if you did want to roar them, it does stop me from using my...
Counter charge?
I don't know if you care enough for them getting +1 to wound, but...
Nah, he's okay with it.
I think you probably want to stop Mystic Shield on him.
We can't because monstrous action was just
yes.
moving over there, so I can't then still roar him. So
right.
Nagash will get to do what he wants to do. But yeah, I guess we'll just stomp there because then I can put more into the cavalry. Hey, nothing.
Alright, so I will use the command point on them.
Okay.
+1 to wound.
Sure. And then you do get a monstrous action with Mr. Nagash now because he is eligible.
Yeah, so I think I'm just going to do Titanic Duel.
Yep, so he gets the +1 to hit nice and easy. Perfect. And so with that, we are going to go with Mr. Stonehorn. And he will swing into Nagash. And we're going to try and give him all out.
Okay, so on a 5 up. Hey, you got to spend 2.
We don't have 2, so yes, it is spent.
Yep.
And
I
wasted.
don't know if you actually spend it or not. I'll double check.
Okay, you double check and see if it.
You might still have it, but.
Gotcha. Which could matter because then we could
exactly
issue. But usually that means it would take away my 1. I know that's how it works in the 1 disruptive mission.
No, it just says you must spend 2 to issue it.
Okay,
so you still get to keep the 1 you have.
Gotcha. Okay,
you just can't issue that
we
one
will not
again.
be issuing the all-out attack then. All right, so we'll be piling in with him and see what we can do. All right, so Stonehorn is going to put everything into Mr. Nagash and see if he can get really, really lucky.
All-out defense.
Absolutely. So going with the Frost Spear first. Oh, that's a horrible start. And wounded on 2s.
Oh, no.
Okay, so punches and kicks for him. That's 2 hits. 1 wound, no rend, so 2+. He's okay. And then going with the horns. See if we can get some damage in here. Hitting on 4s.
That all-out attack, man. That all-out attack.
And doesn't wound. And how many kicks? 3 kicks. And 3s to hit. 3 hits. 2s to wound. 3 wounds at rend 1.
Okay, so 3s.
All right.
Not a scratch.
0 damage.
Oof.
All right, time for Jesse's punch back. All right, so piling in and punching with the Mortec into Kragnos. Let's see what they can do.
Alrighty. So we're hitting on 3s now, I believe. Just double check here. Yep, 3s and 3s. The 6s will be additional hit, I believe. Oh, those 2. So
And then you got the 3 extra.
Yeah, I'll just throw those in. So we got 8. -1. Rolled that kind of weird. Sorry, guys.
All right, so going to 3 ups.
2.
And 6 upward. 2. Kragnos takes 2.
More.
So he will be roaring at the end of the combat phase here.
If you
And then we're going to do his little pile in here real quick. Alright, so Kragnos has range with the hammer. He's going to swing the hammer into the cavalry. Everything else only has reach into the Mortec, so hopefully we can do some damage. So we'll start with the hammer into the cavalry, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 2s. So that's 3 going through.
Rend 3.
Rend 3.
Straight through.
So that's 12 damage.
Okay, so it's 4 damage each, right?
Yep.
The other 5 up. I don't think it's going to help. 1, 2, 3.
Just the 3.
And so we'll still have an injured one here.
Yep. And then going with the... Do the Who's quick into the Mortec. So again on 3s. And that's 4 of them. And wounding on 2s. So 2 at rend 1. 2 damage going through.
1 damage. You said rend 1, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 1
They're 2 damage each. It's just so 1 going through.
Yep. 5s. Nope.
That's 2. And then Tuskbreaker on 3s. 1 hits. And 1 wound at rend 2.
So 6s. Hey, blocks.
Alright.
Just shield on shield. Makes sense.
It's a poor showing for destruction here today, guys.
Yeah.
Alright, going back into...
so Nagash.
Nagash.
Yeah.
Alright, so time for Nagash's punchback into the Stonehorn.
Alright, so with Alakanash, so we're doing, so it's going to be 2s and 4s now, so it's a -1 to wound you. He does not get the extra hits. 4s, so 1 at -3.
Going to a 6.
That's just d6 damage. 5.
Ooh. We can ward some of this, so he takes 4.
And then we've got his sword, so 3s and 4s.
1.
Yep, -2.
5 up. Nope.
And 3 damage.
Takes the 3.
And then just our little spectral claws, so 3s and 4, or 3s and 5s. One, no rend.
Stops it.
Yeah.
So he takes 7 damage.
And that's all his attacks.
And then it'll be the cavalry punch him as well.
So I'll just get their thing out. And I think I will use all attack on them. Yeah. Got extra CP. 1, 3. So they're doing 3s and so he's -1 to wound, right?
Yep.
So 3s and 5s.
All right.
Extra hit.
1
and 5s. Not a 1.
All right. And then horse kicks.
Oh yeah, thank you. 1, 2, and then again 3s and 5s.
Extra.
I believe they get extra hits for the mounts as well.
Just
and
the
then
1.
just the 1, -1 though.
Stops it.
All right, and that's it.
All right. So we got 7 damage on Mr. Stonehorn, and then that is end of combat. So let's see if Mr. Kragnos gets angry. Just remember, if I do 1 roll.
Let's see.
Oh, so yeah, for each unit within 6 inches of him. So starting with my metal cruncher here, he gets hit for 3 mortal wounds. Stops none of them. Into the Mortec, doesn't hit. Into the cavalry, it hits for 1 mortal wound.
5. Oh. Hey, keeps him
And
alive.
then into my other Stonehorn, does not. And into Nagash, does not.
Alrighty.
Alright, so Kragnos is a little angry and is hurting my own guys a bit. But that's going to be it for Ogre's turn 1. We're going to fail our battle tactic, but we are going to secure 1, 2, all 3 objectives. We will get our 3 points for score 1, score 2, score more. As we get into Ossiarch, turn 1, hero phase. Alright, so turn 1 hero phase for Ossiarch. What's your battle tactic going to be, Jesse?
So we're going to be going for Magical Mayhem. We're going to just try and hand to dust this boy.
Alright, let's see if we can get it.
Alright, so we'll do some Primal first.
Yep.
So we get another one. So 3.
Another one, so we have 4 primals.
Okay.
All to be used
Kind of
in
makes.
phase.
I mean, for denies, it's pretty good for you. We're going to start off with Soul Guide, though.
Okay.
So we're going to be casting it on that big unit there. Which goes off. We will throw a primal at it, and we'll leave it at that. So that one is they explode in 5s and 6s instead of just 6s. Or sorry, Soul Guide is the +1 to wound. Sorry.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to leave it because we're leaving that one, and we're gonna go best day ever just in case to try and keep him alive. So don't have the extra for heroic action.
Okay, so they've got the +1 to wound there. He's going to try to Horror Frost them as well.
Yep.
He has the 2 casts. Goes off. We will throw another Primal. Ooh, we'll leave it at that, though.
It's a 10. Do I want to use? And then... Oh, Hand of Dust.
So the Hand of Dust goes off on, I think it's like an 8 or something.
But yeah, with Nagash and a +3.
Yeah.
This Horror Frost is just really, really spicy.
Casting value of 8.
Okay, yeah, I don't know if I can risk it. It's only 10. Alright, yeah, you know what? We'll try and stop Horfrost. Come on. There we go. With an 8, throw a primal.
Get that.
There we go. Stop it.
No Horfrost.
Spent 1 primal.
Sorry, and then I did forget, at the start of the hero phase, since they're injured, they heal.
Yeah, those guys
they don't get a model back, they just heal.
Yep.
And they're just going to go back.
Get full strength.
Yep. I think they only lost the 1.
Yep. From the flyby.
And then they'll get 3 back as well. Nice. Okay, so I think we're just going to go for the Hand of Dust now.
Here we go.
On the Stonehorn in the front. Oh. Alright, so I'm still going to throw Primal at it.
Yeah, because if you get a 6 now,
Alright, no Primal.
you can throw more.
Yeah.
You got 2 more primals. And if you get a 6, I can't.
So, I mean, it's a
So
plus
you're
3.
at, yeah, 16, 18. So you're 21. Alright, well, we got to try. We need a big roll.
Okay.
I have 3 primals. I
See,
need to roll 3 6s.
Okay, I mean, you might as well go for it, I think.
Come on, 3 6s.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh. Alright, taking 1 dice. Let me see what. Shake it up here.
Alright, Jesse's got it.
Which hand do you choose? I think it's dice hand is kill rate. If they pick the one holding the dice, he
is dust.
The spell has no effect, so you want the dice.
Yeah, I want to find the dice.
Yeah, you want to find it.
Let's go this one.
Oh!
He is
Thanos.
dust.
And that is a battle tactic.
That will get the magical mayhem.
Alright.
Alright, so
Still
that's
has
just
more
one
spells.
spell for Nagash. He gets to keep on going.
Alright, so I'll just keep a dice here just to keep track. We're going to try and Soul Stealer him. I know it's going to be hard, but...
Might as well try.
Goes off on a 6, 7, 8, 9.
What's the cast value?
7.
7, so he's got to just...
Yep.
Yeah, very much shrugged.
Yep, so that's 2 casts. We're going to just try and empower their weapons.
Okay.
Goes off on a 12, 13, 14,
Yep,
15.
we're out of the unbinds unless it's
3, so they're empowered. I'm going to try to give them Reinforce. This gives them the big ward save.
With the +3, you should be good.
Yep. Yep. It is 5, so yep. And then, sorry, I'm just gonna double check here. Guess we'll just Mystic Shield him.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope. Oh, with +3, yep.
Yep. It's 4 casts. We'll charge an Arcane Bolt.
With
Yep.
+3, just.
And then we'll just give him Protection of Nagash.
Loves that as well.
What's that? So if he gets hit in melee, he can teleport if he wants.
Yep.
And then for the last one, just going to do Drain Vitality on Kragnos.
Okay.
Which does go off. It is a casting value of 6, though.
Yeah. And he shrugs.
Okay. And that's all my casting.
Alright.
Except, sorry, at the end of the phase, he can attempt to cast Soul Guide again.
Yep.
So we're just going to go on the horses in the front there. And it goes off.
Perfect. Alright, so with that, we'll get into Ossiarch. Turn 1, movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase, the cavalry falling back from Kragnos, making room so Nagash could come move around. The other unit of Mortek falling back, and then the big unit moving around. Off of that, I was able to redeploy Kragnos and just get him back. I got a 5. Jesse did roll a 5 to make me spend both of my 2 CP, so I'm out of command points now.
This does protect him a lot better, like you're saying.
Yeah, I was able to fall back because then if Nagash is coming to hunt my last Stonehorn here, he's also going to be within range of Kragnos most likely,
Yep.
unless he could get like a huge charge and come flying over to this side, but most likely he's got to come around to this side, which would be in range. And then it made it at least harder for the Mortek to try and get into and surround Kragnos here. And then the units on the far side both advancing to put some bodies on the objective. We still have this objective because with Kragnos now also in range, he's worth 30 and the Stonehorn is worth 10. And then the far side, the Mortek advancing, but they will tag and take this objective from our 2 sabers over here.
These ones are just out of range, though.
It's just out of range, and then with the 2 bodies still here, they would only just tie us, so we will hold this one until those guys get some more bodies back. But with that, I don't think they're... Oh, I guess, does Nagash have a shooting attack?
I thought he did. He doesn't anymore.
Doesn't anymore. Always forget. So with that, we'll go right into some charges. So who is going to be starting us off?
Right, so I think I'm going to roll for them first because they have the longest to go.
All right.
And if I do get them in, I kind of can protect Nagash a little bit as well, maybe.
For sure.
Oh, so we are going to use our reroll there. Down to 2 CP. Let's get the new dice here. Ooh, so that's
7. I think we'll double check and see if they are in there. I think they are just in.
Yeah.
So they're gonna make that. They're not gonna be able to get full wrap around with a big charge.
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna keep them out.
It's not enough gonna be able to make it.
Yeah, because there's only gonna get like, at most I'll get like, even if I get 10 in, he's gonna just wipe that unit.
Yeah, because we did stop the Hoarfrost, so it's only going to Rend 1.
The only now it's kind of like I'm kind of like wishing I did this first, because if I got it far enough, I can send him there, and then I can keep these guys out. Whereas if I am sending a Nagash, I do want to send these in, so at least I can maybe split his attacks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, man, this is a tough decision. I think I'm gonna take it.
Okay. So we'll see where those guys end up, and then see what Nagash can get for us. All right. So after wrapping around the other Mortek unit that fell back, here are a bunch piling into Kragnos after the charge. And then let's see if Mr. Nagash is going to get a big charge and get to safety.
Give me a 12, baby. That
let's
is
see, a
not
1
12.
and a 3. So I think it's just enough.
Yep, so I'm going to be going into both, which I think I'm okay with. Yeah, we're doing it.
All right, see what he can do. So monstrous action from Mr. Nagash.
We're going to try... Man, Titanic Duel only gives me +1 to hit, right?
+1 to hit against the... Only when they go against that target.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to use... We are going to use that, Titanic Duel, and we'll use it on Kragnos.
Ooh, okay. With that, we will Titanic Duel from the Stonehorn
Okay.
Nagash, and then he will try and roar Mr. Nagash. Which he does, so
Okay.
at least no all-out defense.
Yep.
But you know he does have Mystic, and he's got a bunch
I really
of
did
stuff
want that
here.
all-out defense versus Kragnos, though, honestly.
Because
So.
yeah, he has the Ren 3.
Yep.
So who's gonna be swinging first?
Nagash is going, baby.
All right, is it everything going into
Craggy.
Kragnos?
Yeah.
All right.
I can't use any command points, so we're just going in raw.
And we are all out
so
of
come
CP
on.
ourselves.
All right, so we are hitting with Akalanash first, so 3s and 3s, or I guess 2s and 3s. Ooh, he wants it. And 3s. He does not.
Oh.
So just the 1 minus 3 though.
Okay, so 5 up.
Oh, that's rough. All right, and then he's got his sword. So 2s and 3s. So 2 at -2.
And 4 ups.
Okay, so that one's 3 damage.
Okay, so 3 on his ward. So he takes 2.
And then his spectral claws and daggers hitting on 3s. Or sorry, 2s. Or sorry, yeah, 3s. And then 2 wounds. No Ren though.
2 up.
Hey, alright. So he scratched him.
Just
but
takes the 2 there. Alright, so I know the Stoneheart will get to punch into him. Do I risk seeing what he can do?
That's the question. Also, keep in mind he does have the teleport. Oh, but it is at the end of any phase.
Right, yeah. So
Probably
do
won't
get
use
the
it.
whole chance to swing at him. Yeah, as crazy as it sounds, I think I want to go here because then I can know if I need to split more
Yeah.
or just everything has to go into him. Because I don't want to waste because there's no way he can pile into the other guys here. So yeah, we're going to go with our Stonehorn here.
Okay.
And since he has the duel, so we get the +1 to hit. The Titanic duel. So hitting on 2s, start with the Frost Spear. So it'll be 3. And wounding on 3s. Oh, just the 1 at Rend 1.
Yep.
So that's 3 damage.
Okay. 5 up. Stop. 2.
Takes the 1. And then he's got the horns. It's going to be 3 hits. Oh, yep, 3 hits. I forgot to do have the +1, but didn't get any 3s.
Nice.
3 wounds at Ren 2.
Okay.
2 go through.
2 go through, yep.
So those are both 3 damage each.
Alright. Some 5-ups here for you. Not a 1.
Okay, so we got 6 in there. How many stomps? He's going to get 5 stomps. Hitting on 2s. And still wounding on 2s. Oh, missed 4 of those. So 1 at Ren 1. Gets through.
No, you'd stop it with Mystic Shield.
Oh, right, yeah, +1, -1. Oh, and then just the rider punching kicks here.
Get him.
For 2, no Ren, so 2 ups.
Hey.
Stops those, no problem.
Okay.
But we did get some damage through.
So
So
I'm gonna
Mortec will pile in
Yeah.
and punch into Kragnos here. Alright, so after piling in, Jesse's able to get 11 of the Mortec guard able to swing into Kragnos here, so let's see what they can do.
Alright, so they're doing hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s because of Soul Guide, and I'm going to use Bludgeon, so they're -2 with a rend. The different dice will be the Great Blade. And then also any 6s and 5s.
And 5s. They are enhanced.
Yeah, so then I'll take out these misses here and then add them back.
Oh, you got another 5 in there.
Oh,
right
thank you.
You get, yeah, 7 back.
Nice. Okay.
So essentially, just
Missed
the
one.
miss.
And then wounding on 3s. And take out the 1s and 2s. No 2s, huh? So we're looking at, what's that? 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 at round 2.
But 2 of them are...
Sorry, yeah, 2 of them were damaged too. Same.
So do those ones first. Stop
Bam!
those. And then so 16 more. There we go.
And
And
hit of 2.
4 ups.
Ooh, he made quite a few.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty good.
Take my
And 5 ups.
Oh,
or 6
yeah.
ups, sorry. So
Stops
stops
one,
1,
gains
so
4.
4. And then I had just 1 more total save to do.
Okay.
Tight. So he takes 5 total there.
Okay.
So we'll go to 9 damage on him.
We're getting there.
He is halfway there.
Same as Nagash.
Alright, and then Kragnos swing. I mean, you could do a bunch of damage into the Mortec, but I feel like we should try and end the gash. Yeah, I'll just put everything into Nagash and hope we can get him down. But is he... No, he's 1 away from being bracketed,
brutal.
so he's still good.
Okay.
So going with the mace first. Oh, I wish we had CP for all out.
I know. Especially for Kragnos. Still pretty
so
good.
4, and then 2s. So 4 at Ren 3.
Alright, so I need 5?
5 ups.
Over here. Got 2.
So 2 go through for 8
8
damage.
I need to make some of I'm still going to be alive with 1, but I want to make some of these. Alright, so we make 2.
So he takes 6.
Yeah.
So he's got 3 left. So then do tusks, 3 hits, and 2s to wound. 3 wounds at Ren 2, so 4 ups.
Come on, Nagash. Okay.
2 through, and these are the
2
D3
Oh, okay.
for 5 damage.
Come on, Nagash, if you ever need to make some ward saves.
That'll be
Oh.
4, and that will end
the
the
gash.
gash. And God of Destruction
Saves
takes
our
down.
Mortec guard, though.
Yep. But yeah, no swings into them, because then his kicks are just wasted, because definitely wanted to be sure that he would go down. But took the combined effort of Kragnos and the Stonehorn, which is over 1,000 points there to bring down. He's just under 900 now, I believe.
Yep.
So.
I think it's like 860 now.
Yeah, so, but we're, Kragnos is certain, but, so that is end of combat, so at end of phase, we have to see his Bellows of Rage. So first into my Stonehorn, so still top, he is fine. Into the Mortec, they are fine. And then into the cavalry are close enough, they are fine as well. So
he's pretty happy with himself.
He's pretty happy.
Killed Nagash.
He's not angry right now. So that is going to be it for Ossiarch turn 1. But he did get his battle tactic with the Magical Mayhem, and then securing the far objective here. So that will be 3 points for Ossiarch.
Awesome.
So 3-3 after 1 as we go to turn 2 priority.
6-4, so your choice.
All right, so we will definitely go into Ogre's turn 2 hero phase. All right, so turn 2 hero phase for Ogres. Our battle tactic is going to be surround and destroy, so using our saber tusk units to get to our 3 board edges. Then with that, for our heroic action, I think we are just going to try for a I'm going to go best stay ever on Kragnos because I don't want him to get bogged down. They're going to get more pile in and get a bunch more swings this turn.
Try to get a command point on our Soul Mason.
Loves it. And then we'll see if we make any primal. None from us. So we got 1 in the pool so far.
And then I'm also going to use a rally on my horses there.
You got it.
Get 1 back.
1. Perfect. That one can creep forward and tow onto the objective.
Bloop. I don't even know if he might be, but
I think he'll just.
Oh yeah, just barely if but still only 1 body.
All right, so with that, we're gonna get into Ogre's turn 2 movement phase. All right, so end of the movement phase for our saber test unit advancing and pulling back so that we hopefully can't get charged by the Mortec, holding that objective. Help with our battle tactic. Got our 1 unit on the far side here still, and then the other unit advancing over and tagging and still holding the objective. Our hunter moved up and Jesse redeployed off of that to get everybody on the objective. But he is also still on the objective, and being Ogre, he's worth 5. So we still have the far objective, and then our last Stonehorn moving around, ready to come charging in to some cavalry, and then Kragnos staying locked up. But with that, he does have some shooting attacks over here, so we're going to throw his throwing spear first. So it hits on a 4 up, which will hit, and then on a 3 up to wound, and it wounds at rend 1.
Okay, so 5.
Hey, for D3 damage. 3 damage.
6s.
Okay, just the 1.
Stays alive.
And then his crossbow misses. Alright, so that's going to be it for our shooting. We're going to see some charges. So start with our hunter over here. 8. Yep. He is going to make it in there. He's just going to plop right in front of these guys and stay on that objective. And then we're going for our big one here. Gets still the 3d6 being nice and close to Kragnos. He is going to go 14 with his +1. He would go 15, but he's just going to go kind of right into here, into these guys. Watch that horn. And then we're going to do those impacts for you guys here. So he doesn't get the modified additional 1, so he would just get the 14 dice.
Still a lot.
Still a pretty solid impact roll. See, this is what we were hoping he would have helped turn 1 to help with that battle tactic. So on a 4+, oh, that's a pretty good roll. That is so 10 mortal wounds. Going right into those guys.
Alright, so 6s. Oh, sorry guys. So we start 2, so you're 1, 2.
Almost 3 down.
Yep.
Alright. Oh, and then I guess I even forgot for his impacts over here. He does get them, but he doesn't get the bonus to the roll. So we just get his 8, and he's looking for 6s because he is a big ogre. He will do 1 mortal wound into the far.
Could kill. Nope. Takes 1. So takes 1.
And then that is it for our charges because we need to make sure these guys got to stay here for our battle tactics, so we can't help out the hunter right now. But then for monstrous actions, Kragnos is going to roar the Mortec, which he does.
Okay.
And then here, I don't know, I don't think I want to fly over into the Mortec because I'm just going to give them more targets possibly for piling in and punching. So I think here he's just going to stomp these guys. See if we can finish that extra one. He does not stop.
Okay.
All right, and then for fighting, we're gonna go with Mr. Kragnos first and see if he can get really lucky and thin enough of this number to affect what would pile into him here. But we'll see what he can do. I think we're gonna give him the all out if Jesse doesn't get our. We'll see if we.
Hey, it's been coming in clutch.
We would have to spend both of our CP.
It's really leaving your Ice Barrel Hunter in the wind there.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, any other stuff you spend, you could end up spending too as well.
Yeah, I guess, you know what, we'll spend them both just so he can.
Yep, because they can't even
Mr. Destruction.
They can't use their shields either because you blocked their command. So
yeah, so they've been since the roar got through. All right, so with the hammer on 2s and wounding on 2s. Oh, we lost 3 to 1s. So 3 at Ren 3.
so straight through.
So 12 damage so far. So we'll just do it all and then roll it at the end.
Here.
And then the kicks still has 6 of 6 hits. And 4 wounds. These are the Ren 1.
So 5s. Stop 1.
So that's another 6 damage. So we're at 18.
Okay.
And then the tusks. 2 hits. And 2 wounds at Ren 2.
So 6s. Nope.
And these are D3 for another 4. So 22 ward saves.
They can't use their 5-up because it's technically a command ability. So just 6s. So we'll stop 4.
So it'll be 18 more tech.
Okay.
Alright,
So just over half.
Jesse remove those, and then I'm guessing he's piling in against.
I think I'm gonna
go and try and stop the hunter over here. Alright, so after they piled in, Jesse's using the command ability counter charge to get the extra rend.
Yep.
I'm going to use my
free CP
command ability to use his once per game issuing a command without a command point from his Voice of the Avalanche to give himself all out defense, so he at least is going to have a save here.
So technically, just as like a fun question for rules, technically could I roll the 5-up and then you have to spend 1? Or does it?
No, because it says
just
without a
free
command point being spent,
okay,
right?
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah. I'm just being a funny guy. But. All right. So with the blades, we're looking for 3s and 4s, but we are Ren 2, and 6s will get an extra hit. Yep. These. So we get 1 extra hit, but then we're looking for 4s.
So
4 at -2. So you get a 6-up.
6-up, make one of these. Nope. They're just 1 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I've got the hooves.
Can the horses kick them to death?
3 and then 4s. Oh.
Just the 1.
Yep.
No rend on those.
Ren 1 with the.
Oh, so at least a 5-up.
Hey.
Nope. So he takes another 1. So he takes 5 damage. He is still
alive. Oh wait. Dang it, never mind.
Okay. Alright, so then we'll see, can the Stonehorn get through the guards here? Start first with the spear, so hitting on...
And you didn't roar them? So,
Yep.
Yeah, so they'll do the +1 to the ward.
You got it. So on 3s for the spear, 3 hits. And 3s to wound for 2 at Rend 1.
Goes through.
So 6 damage so far.
So let's do them all at once.
Yeah, let's do it because we got a few. We can rack up the damage. Then the horns on 4s. Oof. Okay.
Oh no.
Nothing from the horns. How many kicks? He gets 4 stomps. So on 3s and 2s. Oh my.
Okay.
Stone horns today. The punches and kicks on top.
We'll take anything.
For 2, no rend.
4s.
Hey, 1 damage each.
And 5s.
Hey, I'll take it after
And
that.
sorry, then the 6 from thing. Sorry, these were rend. Oh, sorry, these were just ward saves. So just the one. So I'll use one, and then another horse from the punch and kick. So.
Okay.
So you actually wiped them, I think.
Okay,
Yep.
just there. Okay.
Just barely.
I guess thankfully, yeah, with the Frost Spirit, I forgot. Got at least 2 of those in for 3 damage.
Yep.
Whew, okay. All right, and then time for Mortec to pile in and see what they can do for some vengeance on Kragnos here. All right, so after piling in the last 12 Mortec, all swinging into Kragnos, and they still have their buffs from the first turn. Let's see what they can do.
All right, so we get extra hits with the sword, which is nice. A lot of extra hits.
Oh yeah.
Might need some more dice. And then I'll take out these misses here. Okay, so 3, 1, and then 3. So I'm gonna grab some more dice smooth. We'll just cut real
so
quick.
We're gonna have to see, because he definitely got more than he was swinging with here, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so all those extra hits, let's see what we can get for wounds here.
All right, so 3's to wound. I lost 1. Oh, Patrick cut it with his shoe. There we go. So let's take these out. All right. So let's see the damage.
Do those blade ones here first. So we count those.
5.
3 2-damage blades, and they're a rend. Just the 1?
Rend 1, yeah.
Yeah, because we couldn't do any of that extra from the roar. So 3 ups. He's good on the 2 damage.
Okay.
And then how many?
5.
17?
Yep.
All right.
And just rend 1 on them.
Then I had a couple more of
Yeah,
these.
I'll do 20, right.
I just got to do 3 more extras on these. Just run 1, so go and do 3 ups.
Up.
He fails 2 so far.
Okay.
And then do the other 3. So another 2, so 4 ward saves. So he takes 3 damage.
Slowly but surely, boys.
That will bracket him now. He's got 12, he's got 6 left. But he got hurt, so he's definitely gonna be angry now. But first, we gotta see if our hunter can get these guys off of him. Doesn't have any rend, but they're a 2 damage club. 3s and 3s. For 2, no rend.
So 4s.
1 through for 2 damage.
Okay. 2 damage.
Kills the wounded one.
And then wound on 1.
Perfect.
Is that all you've got?
That's all he's got, just his club. And that's going to be it for Ogre's turn 2 here. So thankfully, unfortunately yet, the Ossiarch, we don't care about morale. Those guys are sticking around forever until we get rid of them. But we're still holding the center here. And thankfully, since my general was able to hold on, he might have gone in there a little brazenly.
Still survived.
Still survived, so we will hold the far objective here.
And then if you want to do the roar for him.
Oh, right, yeah. So for end of phase, so into Mortec. Since he's bracketed now, it is on the 4 up. So Mortec will get D3 for 2 mortal wounds.
Right, 2, but they still have reinforced. So 4 up first mortals, and they're good.
Love it. And then into Stonehorn, he gets it as well, and he gets 3. I think I forgot to mention, you guys are probably wondering where his 3 wounds from before went. I forgot to mention, end of the hero phase, Jesse let me. I did use the pot, so I could heal him. He got the 3 back. But as we can see, he's getting it right back from another scream from Kragnos. But those are the only ones going to be in range because it's just a 6-inch range, and those other Mortec are just out of range. So with that, we will get into Ossiarch turn 2 hero phase. Alright, so turn 2 hero phase for Ossiarch. What's your battle tactic going to be, Jesse?
So we're trying to do a spell without getting him bound.
Okay, so magical dominance.
Yeah, we still got our Soul Mason alive, so we can still at least go for it. He does have his deny there, but I don't really want to risk going for anything like intimidate yet, just because they might die. I don't really want to move him out too far and stuff like that. So gonna go for that one. See if we get a primal. Which we do. So I've got 2.
1 and make that 3.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do command point on the Soul Mason.
Okay.
I'll reroll that there. Nope.
I'll go best day ever over here so we can try and have a better armor save and keep him alive.
Okay, I'm going to try to bring back some boys with a command point with Rally.
Okay.
Nope. And then for casting, we're going to try to give them Soul Guide again.
Okay.
Which goes off on a 10. Well, throw
those
Primal,
primals.
see what we get.
Keep going.
And yeah, we'll go on again. Yeah.
Keep going.
That's all I think we only had 2, right?
Nope, I made the third
Okay.
one because from the last
Oh,
bit.
there you go.
So a 22 we have to beat. All right. So we got a 6 with 3 primals. I need to get 2 6s and a 5 at least.
All right.
And there it is.
Nope.
No.
Okay, so we'll get the Soul Guide off of them. He could attempt to cast another spell, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, wait, but I guess you have no other denies, right?
I do not have them.
Okay.
He only gets to keep going if he successfully
Okay.
unbinds.
In that case, we will try to give them Hoarfrost because they're too far.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
And then at the end of the phase, he can try to cast Soul Guide again. Just make sure. Got these guys in range, which they are. So I'll try it on them. It doesn't go off, I don't think, but I'll double check. I think it's 7. 6, so it does go off.
All right. So they also have it as well.
Perfect.
Perfect. So we get into Ossiarch, turn 2, movement phase. Just a quick update. Sorry, guys. Jesse forgot in the last turn there doing his crematorium rolls. So he was able to do 4 mortal wounds from the death of the cavalry here. Wouldn't have impacted here because Jesse opted to pull all the Mortec from the back instead of close to Kragnos because he didn't want to be drawn out. He wanted to go for the swings while they still have their buffs. And then we did roll it here because it could have really impacted here, but he only managed to get the 1 mortal wound from the slain rider and leaving my general still alive over here. So sorry about that, guys. We'll make sure to remember those crematorium rules and get back to Ossiarch movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase, Mortec still just holding the objective on the far side. The injured unit pulling back and using the renick command to get a couple more models back and protect Jesse's general. These guys stand locked in, ready to die, and hopefully if they can't get the big swings on their crematorium roll, we'll finish off Kragnos. And then Jesse using the fallback and still able to charge command on his cavalry over here, and then they'll also be able to get their impacts, hopefully, and finish off my general is what he's hoping for. But with that, we're going to go to the charge phase and see what these guys can do.
Come on, big. That's pretty big.
Roll.
I think I'll take it. So we're going to kind of go like this. Right. Got big plans. We got big plans. So they're going to do impacts.
That's the objective for both. Because, yeah, it's just the unit has to pick one. Or is it by model?
It's just the unit has to pick within 1 inch, so I'm going to pick him.
Okay.
So we're going to do 5, 4. And it's only in 5 pluses, though.
Yeah.
But good chance to get the 1.
That's all you needed.
Yep.
So then you can't do the Overwatch.
And what's really cool about this is when they do a charge, they also get to pile an extra 3, so now I can pull them
6
into there,
and get the full, into the sabers.
Pretty cool.
And is that where you're swinging first?
Nah.
Yeah. All right, so I don't think these guys even need to pile in. They're all ready to swing, so Jesse's going to grab some dice. But first, we do for
See if they
monsters
roar.
action. Yeah, I want to see if I roar him.
Yeah.
He is roared.
Okay.
Yeah, and then these guys are not in range, so
Get
time
some dice
to grab
ready.
some dice and see what these Mortec can do. All right, Mortec ready to sing. Let's see if it's going to cost me 2 CP for all out.
Yep.
It will. So I only have the 1, so we cannot all out defense.
Yep.
So let's see what Mortec can do. They
So-
just have the soul guide on them.
Yep, so 3s and 3s. Only 6s are doing the additional hits. We only get 2
Two
6s.
extras.
Put those off to the side. Take out the 1s and 2s.
Yeah, the 5s would have helped a bunch.
Oh yeah. Oh, another 6 there. So I got 3 so far. And we're down 3s. Oh, sorry. Little horse. The 1s and 2s.
Oh, that's a bunch there.
Yeah, that's okay. Got 6,
Regular.
7, 8.
8 regular.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So just the 1 at 2 damage, just ran 1. So going to 3 up. That one's good. And then 8.
It's only 7.
Oh,
It
7.
was 8 with the.
Okay. 3 ups.
Oh yeah, baby, you got some.
There's 4 possibles. And 6s. Yep, and he'll take
Yeah.
4. So he's only got 2 left.
Good for me.
So just mark it down now. Okay, you got the 2. remaining.
See if the birds can take.
Alright, then Saber Tusks piling in here. See what they can do. Can they avenge their master? Pretty sure there are 3 attacks. Yeah, 3 attacks. 4s and 3s. 3 hits. And 2 wounds at Ren 1.
Stop one.
Possibly.
Yep.
1. But not enough to kill the wounded one.
Okay, and then I'll just do a little pile with them.
For a nice 6.
I'm going to give them all out. Well, what's your save, I guess?
They're just a 6-up.
Yeah, so I don't need the legend. So I will do all out attack. Sergeant. Alright, so 2s and 4s. Oof.
3.
3, -1.
Just the 1 damage.
Yep.
So just 1 gun.
And then just the hooves. So 1 and 2. 2s and 4, sorry. So another 2, but you get a save.
6 up. Hey, stops 1.
It's not too bad.
Takes the 1 damage. Alright, so Mr. Kragnos, see what you can do. You are on your deathbed here, buddy.
I'll just let you do all of them because he would still get all of his attacks before I explode, technically.
Yeah, because it's all resolved simultaneously, but as they would be slain. So mace isn't effective, it's just he's not going to get nearly as many hoof attacks. So hammer, I guess, yeah, I wouldn't be able to because he tried issuing it, I think, with the way it would work with that unique ability you have. So it's going to be 4 hits and 2s for 3 at Ren 3.
So those are straight through.
So 12 damage so far. Just do it all at the end. 3 hits from the tusks. 3 wounds at Ren 2.
We get a 5 up, or 6 up, sorry. Stop 1.
2 going through for 3 damage, so we're at 15. And just down to, he's got 2 left, so his last bracket, so 3 kicks, 2 hits, 1 wound at Ren 1.
Goes
through for another 2 damage, so 17 total.
And these will be just 6s.
And
Stop 3.
So that'll wipe the unit,
Yeah.
and you get 12 dice
So 3.
to see if they can finish him with mortals.
I think that's 12 there. 5 up. We got 2. I'll reroll this one. 2.
2. He's got to make 1 6 up.
Yeah, he
He
does.
does. So he's got 1 wound remaining.
Ba-boom.
All right. And that's going to be end of combat here. So we're going to see if he roars. And he's easily angered now. On a 2+ will hurt the Stonehorn. Absolutely. For 1 mortal wound, can he stop it? He does, thankfully, this time. And then that is a morale check for our Saber Tusks over here. See if they're out of here. They're okay. So he will hold for now. But we have lost this objective because we just have the 2-1 over here. And with the far objective over here, and then getting his battle tactic, that is going to be 5 points for Ossiarch after turn 2. So again, it'll be 8-8 after 2 turns. So we go to turn 3 priority. 6 again.
I think you're going to take it.
I think we will take it and go into Ogre's turn 3 hero phase. Alright, so turn 3 for Ogres, our battle tactic is going to be intimidate the invaders. So we've already got it because we don't have anybody still in our deployment zone. And then we'll see if we can make any primal.
There's that one there. Yep.
So there's 1 in the pool so far. And then for heroic action, I'm going to try and recover with Kragnos. He does just barely. A little big recover. He gets 2 back, so he's got 3 wounds remaining.
I'm going to try to get a command point on my general. He gets it, and he's going to just try and rally the 2 skeletons back, which he doesn't. Sorry about that.
And then with that, we'll get into Ogres, turn 3, movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase. The unit of sabers on the far side here advancing, bringing them back around, bringing them to kind of help hold the middle, just so Jesse can't just walk onto it and take it. The far unit advancing over, that was holding the back line here, just getting a big enough advance to tag the objective, so we pull back our other saber tusks, so the 3 of them will retake this objective. Does open up Jesse to rallying these guys, but that forces him to use probably some vital CP in his turn, but we'll have to see if these saber tusks can hold the line over here. And then moving over with the Stonehorn, Jesse was able to get a decent 4-inch redeploy off that, so the Mortec are a decent ways away from him, but it still kept him wholly within 12 of Kragnos as he eyes up Jesse's general and the last unit of Mortec guard over there defending him. So hopefully with the big roll we can still make that charge. So with that, we're going to go to the charge phase and start right with the Stonehorn so he stays within range of Kragnos. See if he can make it. He will absolutely make that on a 12 and come charging right in and slam. And then do his impact rolls here for 12. And he's looking for a 4+ here. And he's going to get 6 mortal wounds on his impact there.
Okay. So 6 up.
Gets just
1,
1,
5,
so 5 will go down.
Ooh, yeah.
Do 3 damage possibly back on his board save. Yep, he'll take 3, so he's got 10 on him. So he's got 7 remaining because of that extra 2 wounds from Boulderhead. And then Mr. Kragnos looking to do the same. He's going to go 11, even though that one's a little cocked there, still a 3. So he's going 14, and he's going to swing around, and we'll see where he ends up. Alright, so Kragnos just going into the Mortec there because they've got the general bubble wrap nicely, so we can't get into him with impacts. We'll see if we hit them with our impacts first, which will go off for D6. Will be 4 mortal wounds.
Okay. 6s.
Oh, so 4 are going to go down. And just how many would have been within 3 for you?
Maybe the 1. Because, yeah, I don't really give you my general as the thing.
For the pile-in, yeah. So just the 1?
Yeah, just the 1. So 5 up.
Hey, 6. Nope, so yeah, he gets a wound, which matters because that brings him back down to 2 wounds remaining in his last bracket. But with that, we'll do for monstrous actions. We're going to roar over here with these guys.
I will use their shields over here then.
Okay. They are roared over here.
Okay.
And then Kragnos will
stomp himself to death, maybe?
Stomp and maybe kill myself before getting to swing. No, he's just not going to do a monstrous action.
Okay.
And then we are going to go with Kragnos first.
Yep.
He is in range with just his hammer into Jesse's general being within 3. But then everything else will go into the Mortec. So we'll do the hammer first. Do I want to see if the last time will it take me 2 CP for all-out attack, please?
No.
Hey, it'll just take the 1, so we will spend it.
Okay.
And Kragnos here. So start with the hammer on 2s. All hit. And wounding on 2s. All wound at Ren 3.
I don't think he's got a 3-up save. It's a 4-up.
You could all out because I could roar him.
Sorry, I didn't realize he was going to be in range.
Yeah,
I should have, if you're okay with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I will take the 6 up, but I don't. So you said 6? Oh, okay. 6s? Not a 1.
So 24 damage.
Okay.
I don't think he's making 24 6-up wards.
I mean, he does have a 5-up, but look, he already failed 2. So
yeah. All right.
But he does explode still.
Yeah, he's within 3, so his mortals.
So 6. He does 2.
Does 2, which could do it. Those will be the killing blow, but he still gets his his tusks and his kicks going into the Mortec. So doing his tusks real quick on 2s, wounding on 2s, so 2 wounds at Ren 2.
Nope, 1, because I have the shield wall.
Oh, you're right. So sorry, I'll reroll that. So just the 1 wound.
Okay. Sorry, 1 wound?
Yep.
Okay.
Goes through, and the kicks. It'll hit. And I'll wound at rend 1, so staying at 4 ups. 2 through, so 4 damage.
Okay, and what was the other damage that went? There was one other weapon.
Just the one.
Okay.
Did 1 damage on the D3. So 3
1,
more.
3.
And Kragnos will fall.
So
and then we will see what these Mortek can do. Alright, and then the Mortek piling in and the 5 of them getting to punch. We are going to use all-out defense here, and these guys are roared, so they can't use any of their abilities.
Yep, so just 3s and 3s because they still have Soul Guide.
Yeah.
Ooh, no 6s though.
And then on the 4s.
So 6.
Negative
1.
because plus 1. So 6. Plus 1, minus 1, so he'll stay at 3s.
2 through.
And 5 up. Takes the 2. So that's 12 on him. Alright, let's see what he can do back. He is definitely bracketed here, so I gotta double check his bracket here just a sec, guys. There he is. So he's got 12 wounds on him. Oh, so he is just getting into his bottom bracket as well, so that will, yeah, definitely impact his output here. So his Frost Spear is still good, hopefully. Oh, just the 2 hits. 3s to wound. Oh, no wounds from the spear. Come on, Stonehorn. So then the horns on 4s. Oh, just the 3. 3 wounds at rend 2.
I'll go through.
So that is 12 damage.
Okay, so 6 and 12. So let's see if we can keep some of them alive. We need 6s.
It's a few, but not enough.
So
and
there's
that
5
will
there.
wipe them out.
They explode though.
If I get all of these, he can come with them.
3.
3. Onto his ward. He takes 2 more, so he's got 14 wounds on him. Just put that there for now.
Nice.
Alright, so we will hold this objective, still secure this far objective, and then we have our battle tactic still of intimidate the invaders. And we do have the far objective as well, although we only need the 2. So that will be another 5 points for Ogres as we get into Ossiarch, turn 3, hero phase. Alright, so turn 3, hero phase for Ossiarch. What's your battle tactic, Jesse?
So we're going to be going for Trample the Defiant, so I have to have my Kavalos Death Riders complete a charge and still be alive at the end.
You got it.
Can't do any heroic actions. But you can.
Yeah, so that we will try for, I guess, just a recovery on our Stonehorn, which he will. And he'll get 1 wound back.
Gonna try for a rally on our skeleton over here.
6s.
Just
Yeah,
1.
it's the 1.
Okay.
And yeah, we don't need primals anymore because there are no longer any casters. So with that, we'll get into Ossiarch turn 3 movement phase. Alright, so into the movement phase, the Mortek moving up, not getting a far enough run to tag the objective here. And then the cavalry ready to come charging into the sabers, so let's see that charge. They're going 5, so just going right into the weak one.
Yeah, it should be enough to do the mortal wounds into
Yep.
there. So we'll just go like that. Because they still get the 6-inch pylon. Take the 5. We'll just do it into the...
Yep, just need to get 2.
We get none.
Did any.
All right. And then we did move these guys, but out of range it sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, and since they advance, there will be no charge for them.
Yep.
So go right into combat here, where these guys want to punch into.
So I think we're gonna...
1 into the wounded, 1 into the full unit.
Yeah, I guess that's well, he has 2 wounds left.
2 wounds left.
Okay, I think we're just gonna do the hooves into there.
Okay.
Because we're gonna
pile
pylon like, because we got a 6-inch pylon.
Yep.
We'll pylon something like that, and then we'll do. We'll use bludgeon as well.
Okay, so they get the extra. Rend.
Yep, extra rend. So we'll do the. Oh, but that only affects the. We'll do the +1 to hit.
Okay.
So 1, 2, So just the swords and the sergeant.
Yep, and do the full unit.
No, oh, 1 extra hit, which is nice.
Just the 1 miss.
Yep.
And
So it becomes a hit, and then on 4s though. So 2, -1, yep.
just as the 2 damage.
Okay, and then the hooves.
Try and kick down the last one.
We get
All
1
hit.
extra hit. And 2 wounds. No rend on this one though.
6s. Hey, stop spawning. He will still be standing.
Okay.
Alright, so then we'll just kind of pile in because there are only combats. So we'll just go with all 3 of these guys at the same time. So we got 9 total. Hit on 4s. 3 hits. Wounded on 3s. Just the 1 at rend 1.
It stops it.
Alright, so that's it for combats. We just barely hold on here with the 2 wounds on them.
Yep.
But the 3-2 will hold the objective here.
Still got my battle tactic.
But that will be the battle tactic for charging with the Cavalos Riders there. So that'll be 2 points for Ossiarch as we check for that priority roll.
5.
Got the 2.
I'm gonna take my devil with my 2 units.
Alright, so we'll get into Ossiarch, turn 4, hero phase. Alright, so turn 4, hero phase for Ossiarch. What's your battle tactic going to be, Jesse?
So we're gonna be going for intimidate the invaders.
Alright, getting everybody out.
We only got 2 units, so
nice and easy.
Should be easy. I'm going. Honestly, I can't do anything. So it's all up to you to do hero phase stuff.
Yeah, he is going to try recovery again, which he does, and he gets 2 wounds back. So he's got 11 on him, which will get him back up a bracket.
Okay, so I'm kind of trying to just. The only thing I have to decide is if I want to rally them or if I want to get the auto 6. I think I'm better off taking the auto 6 and just getting farther away because even if I have bodies, you're just going to bulldoze through me. So I think I'll save my 1 CP and use it in the movement phase.
Alright, so we get to Ossiarch, turn 4, movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase, as Jesse said, just auto-advancing the Mortec 6 so he could get as far as he could from the Stonehorn, possibly coming back over and still be on the objective. And then just going to go right into the combat we have over here. And Jesse's opting for the sergeant of the unit is going to use his sword on the single 1 wound saber, and then the kicks and the other rider are going into the 2-man unit.
Alright, so no CP to use anything, so I had to use it for the 6 on there, so just looking for 3. Ooh, that's good though. So 2 extra hits, but then 4s. There we go.
3 with the rend, we'll finish him.
And then I'll do his buddy's sword.
Okay.
He is not as good as his sergeant. Okay, let's see if their horses can show him how to do it. 3 hits, and then 4s for 1. No rend though.
Come on, 6.
No!
Hey, he survives. So he still won't get the objective because 2 are remaining. And can they finish off the rider?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, hurt me, please.
Just 2. Oh yeah, the death throw. It's 1 wound.
Fail it.
AP 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, ward save. You don't have to take it.
I will not take it.
Okay.
Take this one here. So 3, but it's still not. It's still gonna tie us is the thing.
Yes.
I guess morale though.
Yep.
So 1.
It's the mortal.
Fail. The morale. Roll a 6 again. Come on.
Yeah, 5 or a 6. I think he's gone.
Oh,
perfect
come on, man.
All right, Saber Tusk holding it versus the Cavalos. So Jesse does not take this objective after that fight, but he will get the center objective, and he will get his battle tactic for Intimidate. So that will be 3 points for Ossiarch as we get into Ogre's turn 4 hero phase. All right, turn 4 battle tactic for Ogres. We're just going to do battle tactic Savor the Taste. So making sure my one and only Ogre unit is hungry, not feasting. So as long as he's not in combat, which we're just going to do because we can move him over, and then hopefully if we get our double, we can fight and finish off those Mortec. But for heroic action, he's just going to try for another recovery, which he does. And he's going to get 3 wounds back, so he's got 8 on him now. And with that, we'll get right into Ogre's turn 4 movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase, Stonehorn using the auto advance 6 to get right over and get right in front of the Mortec and secure the objective. Sabertusk is advancing over, and then the last one falling back, because unless he would swing perfect and kill the Mortec, he's probably going to die in combat, and then we would give up the objective. This way Jesse has to, again, still deal with that annoying Sabertusk over there. So with that, that's going to be it for Ogre's turn 4. We are going to get our battle tactic, because he is still hungry, he's not in combat, and feasting, and these guys don't have the Ogre keyword, so they don't count for hungry or feasting on the Sabertusks. And we'll still get our objective score for score 1, score 2, score more. So there'll be another 5 points for Ogres as we go to turn 5 priority. We get the 1.
Get the 2.
So we'll go to Ossiarch. Turn 5 hero phase. Alright guys, and with that, since we're checking the scoreboard here, that is going to be it for the battle report, because even if Jesse gets to go first here and a chance to score, he could just move the Mortec over and secure the one objective over here, or get a rally and have the extra body. But he doesn't have any battle tactics because he doesn't have like a hero and a battle line to do lead, or some of the easier ones are 3 units for surround and destroy anymore. And then Stonehorn, we would just have enough of the objectives, and we're getting our grand strat, and Ossiarch are not going to get their grand strat. So it will be a victory for Ogres today. Pretty back and forth there. Got the hand of dust off really nicely at the start, so we lost one of our 2 vital Stonehorns. I mean, he kind of deserved it with how poorly he swung into Nagash and not even scratching him. But then able to bring down Nagash, and then slowly even Kragnos was brought down, so hinging on kind of the last Stonehorn was able to help deal with some of the Mortec guard. Was really back and forth, and thankfully I think the Sabertusks holding out over here proved to cost Jesse a couple points over a couple of turns, so it really did end up helping.
A lot of the points that I lost came down to like pretty die rolls. Like even over here I needed a 4+, and then just like that I needed 1 extra wound each time, so it's sometimes that happens, but with the way Patrick rolled, I think the dice kind of evened out at the start, because
some
of
the
those charges
Stonehorns were not swinging or hitting for the first couple times they got to swing.
They got to warm up first.
Yeah, he got finally a good one over here against the last, but there was only 5 Mortec, so it was finally overkill, but was finally good to see him get that extra damage too from the charge. But yeah, I hope you guys like getting to see the new Ogre army out and for its debut here. Painted these guys up over the last month or so over the course of February and just leading into March here. But yeah, we got some more Ogre stuff to show off, so some different compositions hopefully to show you guys over some near battle reports coming up soon. But hope you guys enjoyed today's battle report of our God versus God matchup, the God of Death versus the God of Destruction. I guess they were both victorious. God of Destruction smashed the God of Death, but then the God of Destruction died, so Nagash wins in that.
It's like, I'm coming back, baby.
So they're both winners today, so we'll call it a tie, and we'll have to see if those 2 can get together for another
clash.
But be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, guys, so you can stay up to date on all things Gaming Grots, and be sure to become a full-time member of the channel to help support the channel, and all those funds can go back into the channel. But until next time guys,
have a good one.